So I'm going to do a shootout. I've already told you the Huawei Mate 20 Pro versus the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. But before we get into this optical challenge, can I just say this once? These may well be the two most beautiful phones that I've ever had in my hand together. Both are stunning, both have fantastic screens, both have ergonomics and a form factor that anyone will say, and this screams premium in every which way. I'm not going to say which one is a better looking phone because I would find it very, very difficult to actually come up with that as a conclusion, which is why we will do a shootout. And I introduced it right in the beginning. And remember, our rule in shootouts is very simple. It could be anybody, any brand, any company. We could be totally in love with that company for the fact they do great stuff, but we will only declare one winner. This is the Huawei Mate 20 Pro versus the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Optics and camera challenge, only one will win.
Huawei Mate 20 Pro was regarded to be one of the best camera phones in 2018 for its innovative and powerful optics. Samsung, with its latest flagship, the S10 Plus, has upped the ante with some pretty compelling specs in its optics. Both phones bring a lot to the table, and with the Huawei P30 going to be launched in India soon, it's a great time for phone photography. But let's pit these two together for now and see which one takes the cake when it comes to optics. The Huawei Mate 20 Pro has a 4-point design with a triple camera setup. There is a 40-megapixel primary lens, a 20-megapixel ultra-wide lens and an 8-megapixel telephoto lens. These are all Leica lenses and the phone comes with 5 times optical zoom. The Samsung S10 Plus also has a triple camera setup with a 12-megapixel wide-angle lens, another 12-megapixel telephoto lens and a 16-megapixel ultra-wide lens. It has 2 times optical zoom on its telephoto lens. The ultra-wide lens on both packs in quite a bit, up to 120 degrees and even more. Accessing and toggling between modes is easy on the S10 Plus. Even the telephoto lens can be toggled on from here. We took these phones around on a sunny day and clicked some great shots. We did this in natural light and the color reproduction was really bright on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. The Huawei Mate 20 Pro keeps the colors less saturated and more real. But how do these phones stack up when it comes to minute detailing? Well, we took these images of these flowers and when we zoomed in, both phones gave images that were crystal clear. And this is where the power of the megapixels comes into play. Because the Mate 20 Pro has a 40-megapixel camera, the details are visible and the difference can be seen. But the S10 Plus is not too behind. When zoomed into the petals, the edge detailing was very impressive. Now for the portrait mode on these phones, the depth is good on both, with the background slightly more blurred in the Mate 20 Pro. The edges are clear and defined on both phones. One feature that the Mate 20 Pro packs in is a super macro mode, which can really shoot close-ups of objects in quite some detail. While all images taken in good light wowed us, the real test comes in dusk and in low light. We took some pictures of these flowers in low light and the Mate 20 Pro made the image brighter than normal, while the S10 Plus did a stellar job at keeping the colors warm and real. The S10 Plus comes with a variable aperture that allows for more light to come in and is the clear winner here. But when it comes to night shots, the Mate 20 Pro has a separate night mode and colors were sharp and there were no grains. The S10 Plus tries to pull off good images as well and manages to do so, but the dedicated night mode will roll out with the next software update. Both phones are supported by AI, but the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus comes with an interesting scene optimizer feature which guides you with a yellow dot as to what would make a good shot. We like this feature and it really can bring out the pro photographer in you. The S10 Plus wowed us with its 960 frames per second super slow motion video, that too in HD. The phone comes with a 4K HDR 10 Plus recording, while the Mate 20 Pro comes with a 4K HDR mode. The videos taken were well balanced, the cameras did not shake, and again it is hard to pick one clear winner on the video front. The battle of the selfies. The competition is between the dual camera with a 10 and an 8 megapixel lens on the S10 Plus and the single 24 megapixel lens on the Mate 20 Pro. The selfie on the S10 Plus is more refined and stands out. The colors on the Mate 20 Pro seem a little forced. But the bokeh and depth in the Mate 20 Pro is commendable since it has only one camera. Our verdict. Huawei is the reigning champion in mobile photography with Leica lenses and a superior AI in the camera. The Mate 20 Pro retains that reign, although the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus does put up a very good fight. The colors are bright and rich on the S10 Plus and the variable aperture wowed us. But with great night shots and many different modes to shoot with even in the video section, the Mate 20 Pro delivers a punch with its camera and sets very high grounds for the new P30 series.